afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Brewing Live All New Season. We are now on episode 32 for mental preparedness in the new landscape of living amidst challenges of our present time. Today is the first day of August in the year 2021. Just in case you are watching this on a replay later on or many years back, we are coming in very much live today for Decaf Coffee Republic. Brewing Live is our community service, the community service of Decaf Coffee Republic, our coaching hub, your coaching hub, and the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. Definitely, this is in partnership with Life Coach Philippines. Our heart here is to be your partner in mental fitness. We are game changers, and today, as we continue our service, giving you mental preparedness, conversation circle around mental fitness, our heart is for you to give time for your mental fitness. Give way for your mental fitness, and let's get started again as we continue on August, our month to here on working on your mental preparedness. Let's continue preparing you, your family, the people in your community for the continuously shaping, changing of our new landscape. Today, we are on ECQ, so definitely you know that you cannot go out and you cannot have your dining experience, but Decaf Coffee Republic is continuously serving you. Therefore, let me encourage you to have your food and beverage ordered. You can get in touch with no other than Coach Rezzhel at 0917-586-1661. Giving is a lifestyle. And so when you order, when you connect with us and you give us the opportunity to be part of your dining experience, whether at home or at office, then you are also giving us the opportunity to continuously give to the people that we are supporting. So we encourage you to partner with us. Do give us a blessing today. Be a channel of blessing, not only to Decaf Coffee Republic, not only to our organizations, but also to all the other people that we are able to reach through the works that we do here in our organization. Shout out to all the fellow game changers in the house, to everyone joining me live right now. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Thank you so much for being here, and I do appreciate your service, your community service. To all my MBA, to all my fellow builders, tribe builders, to all the graduates of MBA. They're actually graduated. They've been through the training, and right now they're going through their OJT. We're down to the last 60 days of their training, and I'd like to give a big shout out to all the Master Builder Apprentice, building communities, building tribes as they help your unstoppable dream come true. So if you are one person joining me today and you are building something, okay, and you know there are fellow tribe builders, or maybe you're building a passion project and there are fellow passion enthusiasts in your sphere of influence who is also building similarly to what you're building, I'd like to encourage you to give them a big shout out today. Oftentimes when we go through life, when we go through our passion, when we go through the things that we want to achieve, when we go through the desires of our heart, it feels like we're alone. It feels like this is just us, because many people maybe around us is not supporting yet, not saying yes to what we want to achieve, and we kind of feeling, oh, I'm the only person here. But when we reach out, when we give them a shout out, when we tell them, hey, I do this and I know you're doing this. Maybe I don't know you by face, I don't know you by name, but I know by heart that I am not alone. So I know in my heart that I am not the only game changer in the house. I am not the only person who's building tribe, who's building community. I am not the only coaching entrepreneur here. I am not the only person who's advancing mental wellness, mental fitness. I am not the only person saying yes to life and no to suicide. I am not the only person who wants to give their children a better state, a better world, a better environment. than when we came into the world. I am not alone. And so if you can connect, if you can relate, and you want to give a shout out to anyone who do you believe is resonating with the things that you do today, this is the best time for you to give them a big, big shout out. If you are here and you have a community, you have a Facebook group, you have a Facebook page, you have something to offer, and you have a space, a digital space where you can invite people to meet you, to know you more, and to collaborate with you and advance your advocacy. This is the time also for you to bring that in the chat box. Let them know that you exist. Let them know that they're not alone in their journey. Let them know that someone like you do exist and willing to partner with them. So this is the first, this is like the best time. Okay, if this is the first time, if you've never done it before, then let it be the first time that you're giving a shout out to the people whom you believe is resonating and doing the things that you do. There are almost 8 billion people in the world today, and I don't know how long you've been in the social media. I don't know how long you've been doing this. I don't know how long you've been showing up every single day. But one thing I know, there are at least thousands of people globally, worldwide, that you haven't reached out, that you haven't sent your message. So this is the time. This is the best moment in time where I truly encourage you. Give a big shout out, tag a friend, circulate this message, circulate this video. Let them know that you remember them today on this episode 32 of Brewing Live, where we are looking forward to what is yet to come with excitement, with anticipation, because we know that we are mentally prepared. If you want to give support to what we are doing here, there are other ways. There's a lot of opportunities for you to give to us. We accept your donation. We love gift giving. We love anything that comes from your heart. We accept that. So if your way of giving and sharing is giving us some stars, go ahead, give us some stars. Okay, if you can give us your love gift, go ahead, do it. But truly, allow us to be of service to you. Allow us to connect with you today. Allow us to bring this message to you today. If you are just joining in, if you are just coming in and we haven't met, okay, so once again, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you haven't known me, if this is the first time that you are joining Brewing Live because somebody invited you in, so my name is Adet Puerto. You can find me. That's my profile name. That's my personal profile name here in Facebook. I am Master Coach A. Many people know me as Master Coach A. I am the chairman and CEO of Decaf Coffee Republic, the first coaching hub here in the Philippines. I am the creator of Life Coach Philippines, the first educational digital nook for coaching enthusiasts. I am also the founder of Coach A Coaching Community, so I invite you to be part of my community. This is the first coaching-based community on mental fitness. So if you are an entrepreneur, you are a thought leader, you are a coach like me, and you want to progress in what you do, you want to do your passion without neglecting your mental fitness, your mental health, then Coach A Coaching Community is for you. I am also the ideator of Be Learning Society, the first coaching guild for mental model collectors. And so if you are not yet part of Be Learning Society, I encourage you to take a look at what we're doing inside. Okay, every single month, I am coming in live, okay, inside through Zoom private meeting for all the members of Be Learning Society. Every Saturday, third Saturday of the month, I'm coming in for Mental Model Masterclass. And to this month of August, I am hopping in. I'm diving into the Polymath mental models. I'd like to encourage you. I'd like to personally invite you to hop in, join in, and give yourself the permission to know what we are doing inside the society. So there's a lot of perks for living smarter with Be Learning Card from Decaf Coffee Republic. And for your information, for more of this, just get in touch with our able operations manager, no other than Coach Rezzhel, 0917-586-1661. And she would definitely have a conversation with you, circle around what we're doing inside the Be Learning Society. And if you are here, you're joining me live right now, and you are one of the, okay, countless of mental model collectors in the house, let me know, let them know that you are a mental model collector. Hashtag, especially if you are a bronze badge holder, let them know. Okay, the bronze badge is given to a mental model collector who've been through three, at the very least, three mental models masterclass. Each of the mental model masterclass that I conduct every third Saturday of the month have a focused mental model for the month, but it also tackles other mental models that is connected to it, so that each mental model collector can create their own mental model that is fitted for their daily living and for their personal growth. Today, my conversation with you is circled around your opportunity to fast track your wellness, your mind, body, fast track wellness. So this is coming, okay, much of what I'm going to be sharing with you today is coming from the Heal Your Body, Cure Your Mind best-selling book of Dr. Amit Agarwal, and he is one of the world's, okay, high-notch, top-notch naturopathic doctor and psychotherapist. And so much of my conversations with you is gonna be based off on his studies and research, and I'm gonna be starting off sharing with you the 5 pillars of health. Okay, so taking off from his conversation, he said that there are 5 pillars of health, and I'm going to take off from that. Now, let me remind everyone, I am not a medical practitioner. I am a professional credentialed life and business coach, and my advocacy is mental wellness, mental fitness, hashtag mental fitness first. And for almost 4 years right now, I have focused my study, my research on the area of mental fitness, mental wellness. It is first and primarily for me, my family, for the people I am serving. So I am a trauma-informed coach, and right now I am going through my study on molecular and biology of trauma. Now, there are a lot of studies around this, and as a mental health coach, okay, we help you go through a process of behavioral change. We help you be empowered and equipped to make the right decision for the right healing process and program. And a role as a mental health coach is to allow you to see your options. It is in no way we are replacing the role of our medical practitioners, the doctors who can give you the prescriptions, the therapies who can go and allow you to go the therapy that you need, or even the psychologists that can give you the process, the facilitations of any program that is within their sphere of study and scope of service. Mental health coaches is in no way in competition or in no way replacing these professionals that will help you grow in your knowledge and understanding of your mental state and mental wellness. My heart here is for you to see that you are one person who is empowered to make a choice, to make a decision for your wellness. And therefore, my role, our role as a community here is to help you see your options, understand what is available, and help you in the process of making the right decision. So once again, I am not a doctor, I am not a psychiatrist, I am not a psychologist, I am not a therapist, but I am learned, I am studying, I do research, and I work with people who've been in this industry for quite some time. I've been doing my research, my study, my practice for about 4 years right now, and I have my share of clients who've got good result, great result. So if you are one of my clients in the area of mental health, I would really appreciate if you give a big, big shout out to everyone who's advancing their mental health and their mental fitness, especially during this time of pandemic. So let me hop in and dive in and share with you the 5 pillars of health. Okay, so here, okay, in doctor, okay, doctors would always speak to you about different areas. Okay, so when you go to a doctor, when you go consult a doctor because something is not right with you and you feel that something is not right with you, they allow you to go through depending on the doctor that you meet, they allow you to go through battery of exams, tests and examinations, urine, blood and all of those things. And here in my conversations with you, when we look into fast track, of course, when we look at fast track, it means that at this moment in time, we are looking at what can we do right now to immediately have an improvement in our health condition. But it doesn't mean that you're gonna be cured all the way, because healing takes time and it takes a program, it takes supervision, it takes a medical practitioner to assist you, to help you go through the process. Oftentimes we go to the internet and we check, we research, we self-diagnose, and we say, oh, I'm suffering from this, I'm suffering from this, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take this. That's very dangerous for your health. I would like to remind you that safety first is important. As we advance mental fitness first, it means it's truly important that you know that safety first is supposed to be your standard. And so if you know that something ain't right and you're feeling not comfortable, then go seek and check your doctor for it. Okay? Go. But if you need, at this moment in time, that strengthening, that understanding of what's going on with you, and you're like, the stigma and all of these things, just don't hesitate. Get in touch with us. Let us know how we can help you. Okay? So fast track, mind, body, fast track to wellness. I'm going to be talking about 5 pillars, and this is anchored on the research and writing of Dr. Amit Agarwal, okay? And he's a naturopathic doctor and psychotherapist. And so I believe these 5 pillars of health that he shared is something that you would truly appreciate. So they're going to be like 5 pillars of health from Dr. Agarwal, and he talks about your gut, your liver, your adrenals, strengthen your adrenals, your emotions, and your entanglements. Okay, so I'm gonna hop in and straight jacket each of these 5 pillars of health. Again, if you are a medical practitioner, if you are following some routines, if you are in a program with your doctor, with your psychiatrist, okay, I'm not saying that what I'm sharing with you is the all be all and the inclusive or exclusive. What I'm trying to share with you is what works with a lot of people based on research with empirical results. If you get results, then let us know. If you don't get results and you're still suffering from some kind of illness, some kind of difficulties, let me truly encourage you, go get out of your comfort zone, get someone to help you. Be it a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a therapist, a life coach, just make sure that you are looking for help from the right practitioner. Okay? And when you go look for a psychiatrist, of course, they're doctors. When a therapist, very clear, you can see. When a counselor, you know. Now, for mental health coaches, this is what I asked you to do. Okay, make sure that the person you're going to be talking with, the person you will seek to help you, have already a track record of the help that you need. It is very important because this is mental health. So there's a lot of people would tell you, I am mental health coach, I do this, I do this. I truly ask you to get results, okay, proof of results. I truly ask you to, like, get at least, okay, to a level that you know the level of results, the quality of results that you want. There is something that you can reference on, because mental health is truly important. And oftentimes it is the unseen, okay, that is difficult to gauge. So let me encourage you once again, regardless of who do you go to, who do you consult with, who do you work with, in terms of your mental fitness, mental wellness, or in terms of your mental illness that you want to get better, I truly encourage you to go seek help of professionals and people who can truly not just understand, not just could like sympathize or empathize with your condition, but people who are truly trained and equipped to help you in areas of your mental health. Okay, so let's get started. Number one, okay, one of the five pillars, okay, which I truly love. Okay, number one is your gut. Okay, so if you wanna fast track your healing, your recovery, or at least you getting that feeling that I'm better than yesterday, I'm better than last week, or I'm still mastering my heart, my courage to finally go seek and help of a doctor, then the first that you can immediately do is your gut. Look into your gut, heal on your gut. Gut is gut. Okay, so there's it isn't just, people would say I have this heartburn, or I feel bloated. How many of you can connect with me that you've got this feeling that something ain't right? Okay, ain't right. Okay, oftentimes poor gut health could silently be compromising, okay, the health of your entire body. Probably you don't feel well and you just don't know where it's coming from. Okay, so you might want to look at your gut, okay, because when there is inflammation, okay, in this area, definitely, okay, you would it's not just like the gut itself, okay, but it's just like the whole body system, or like it feels like any organ in your body ain't working, and you get this feeling of chronic pain, headache, and sometimes you got this skin problems. Okay, and if you're a woman, it aggravates your PMS, and you experience anxiety, depression. Okay, inflammation can make it almost impossible for you to lose weight. Okay, so if you are in any way feeling that there's something wrong, okay, with your gut, and you might be thinking, I'm already having vitamins, probiotics, herbs, and all of these things, but I'm not getting any better. Uh, Go check, ask your doctor for it. Like, uh, share and say, this is what I'm going through. I don't know, I can't explain, but I'm feeling this, okay? And don't wait that it kind of aggravate and it's like super long before you see a doctor. I know how it feels. Like, I don't want to see a doctor because it might okay, that my doctor might be telling me a lot of things. I'm so scared. Look, that feeling that you feel all this like the discomfort and that mental task of thinking what could probably wrong, it's not commensurate. It's not commensurate to the task that you're like the toil that you're giving to your body for waiting. Just like go and check. But what I can help you with and fast track so you start feeling better when you are suspecting, okay, that you have some problems or probably you are not well in the gut area, okay? So let me just help you with this, okay? Fast track. Some foods and drinks can create inflammation in the gut. And there are five foods, okay, that you could probably take a look right now and try to decrease consumption, okay, until you get to sit and go hear what your doctor have to tell you. 5 foods, okay, or 5 drinks, or 5 things that you consume: soda, alcohol, sugar, yes, wheat, and dairy products. Okay, so think about this. If you consume any of this in moderation, you'll probably fine. But what do you consume every single day in massive, okay, massive servings, like too much, okay? Like, think about it. What do you think do you consume every single day in large portion? Okay, like you have this every single day in large portion: soda, alcohol, sugar, wheat, and dairy. Now, Dr. Agarwal said, you take just one of this, just one, from your diet for the entire week, and you'll start seeing change, and you'll start feeling better. Okay, so this is a fast track tip that I think can help make you feel better. So I'm talking about massive, large volume of consumption. Okay, so if you're taking it in moderation, you're taking it as part of your whole diet, okay, and responsibly, you're not into much of it, it's okay, you're good, you're fine. But if there's really not, you know, you know that you need help, but you're still gaining your strength to see a doctor, check your 5 foods. Check these 5 things: soda, alcohol, sugar, wheat, dairy. Which of this do you consume in large portion every single day? Try one. 5, just get one, so you can have the 4. Okay, just get one for the entire week. Don't consume that, and see how it's gonna work for you. Okay, ready? If this is something that's helpful and you think you can do, and you're excited to see, okay, give me some comment, give me some thumbs up on the screen, okay, on the chat box. Let me know, okay? And if you get some results, I would truly encourage you to go back to this video. Let us know that it truly helped you. And do share what you learned today. Hashtag pack my bag moment. Hashtag brewing live. Share to other people what you have learned. Okay, I'm gonna go on my number 2. Okay, so I can see right now on RN right now. Okay, Coach Marife. Okay, I'm sure Master Coach Jasmine is here. Okay, oh yeah, there you go. Master Coach Jasmine is a medical technology. So thank you so much. If you are a medical practitioner, if you're coming from the medical world, let me know in the chat box. Give me some shout out. Let me know you're in agreement. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe you can share some notes in there also for our audience, our viewers, to be helped in terms of their physical body and their mental health in holistic approach. Next, let's talk about your liver. So first when we talk about your gut, now we talk about your liver, and let's do some detoxification. Okay, wow. I'm sure that you've done a lot of the detoxification. I'm sure you have done handful of strategy. You can get some recipe on the internet. But I'm gonna share with you 2 habits, okay? 2 simple habits, like super like fast track that you can do, and I know you can incorporate it immediately with the way you drink, consume, and do your thing every single day. 2 quick tips. All right. Number one, drink a mug of hot water. Okay, hot water with lemon and ginger each morning or between meals. Okay, let me repeat that. Drink a mug of hot water with lemon and ginger each morning or in between meals. All right, so you probably have seen Coach Candy promoting and encouraging you and telling you drink your trauma away with that lemon, ginger and lemon thing concoctions. Okay, so let me just tell you, if you're asking, would it really flash out my trauma? Please let understand that's part of the whole program. Okay, that's part of the whole program. If you're gonna be drinking lemon, um ginger concoctions for 30 days a year, but if you're not gonna be looking into other details of your trauma, then definitely it could elevate a little bit, probably you start feeling better, that but that would not heal your trauma. Okay, so let me just like, let's put some wisdom here. Okay, so but yes, it can help. Okay, so tip number two, okay, as we detoxify your liver, tip number two is here. Okay, so I'm sure you know this and you've seen a lot of people do this, but let me just like drop this now. Okay, each meal, okay, begin with, this is real. Okay, begin with salad of bitter greens like arugula, okay, mustard greens or dandelion greens, like anything that is bitter and green. Okay, like we've commercialized this so much and we make fun of salad. Okay, because we've seen people, okay, get salad first before you take your meal, but oftentimes our salad is already sumptuous, with all the dressing, with all of these things. Now I'm talking about detoxification. I'm talking about the liver, of the cleansing of the liver. So if you want to do that, okay, and if you want to put and incorporate it in your habit of wellness, then you go for bitter greens. Bitter greens. So I think you can imagine how it's gonna taste, but it's gonna be good for you. Okay, that's gonna be good for your liver. So, it, to me, this is specifically like top of mind and part of my diet when I go through medications. Okay, also when I take medicines, when I have, go if I have to go through some routines and take medicines for quite for a long time. Okay, this is something that I take on, this is something that I do, and therefore, glory to God, blessed be to God, I have a very good liver despite all, okay, the medicines that I've been, I had my fair share of taking longer time. So, uh do some liver detoxification. Drink is like what you're drinking is truly important. My mother is doing this. Okay, hello ma, if you're watching. Okay, my mother is doing this. She have really this routine of having a hot drink with ginger and lemon. So if you can drink this first thing in the morning, in between meals, then this is gonna be truly helping you out, especially your liver. Number three. Okay, so if this is like helping you out and you are enjoying our conversations, I would truly encourage you to give a shout out. Okay, continue tagging some people that you can remember, because maybe you remember somebody who is suffering from liver condition. Then maybe this is the best time for you to tag them. All right, so invite them to join our conversation so they also hear what we are sharing here. Okay, I'm now on my number three, and it says strengthen your adrenal glands. Okay, so whether or not, okay, whether or not you have trauma in the past, or you know that you have trauma, okay, your adrenal glands and nervous system um might be or could be, okay, uh responding. Okay, you it could be giving you some response that is associated or connected to your trauma. Now, it's unfortunate that when you talk about trauma, not a lot of people knows exactly that they're suffering from trauma. So we've got people on floor visiting us and they're not aware. But when we start talking about trauma, when we start unpacking how it goes, you will realize that experience of trauma is taxing. Okay, taxing to your adrenal glands. And what I want you to realize today, whatever happens to your brain, when you have sudden attacks or experience of sudden events in your life, and sometimes you feel you're able to recover from it and you just pass it off. Okay, so by the way, if you want a deeper conversation, okay, how is this adrenal glands is affected, and if you want to have a conversations on your hypothalamus, on your anterior pituitary, your adrenal cortex, just message me, okay? So this is like in this conversations, I'm already giving you the result of the test, but just in case you're like you want to have this conversation, I just want to make sure that you know that I'm open to discussions in front of me, okay? So don't just go and say, oh, that ain't true, that's not gonna work, okay? Here's the thing, okay? There's gonna be like the negative feedback, okay, within our body, okay, the negative feedbacks that's happening between your adrenal cortex to your anterior pituitary to your hypothalamus. There's just like this negative feedback that affects your whole body. So what we're talking here is how we can elevate your condition quickly so that you are ready, equipped to see a doctor or to see your medical consultant or practitioner to help you out. So again, if you are joining me probably at the middle of this live have in no way have the intention of replacing you seeing a doctor. What I wanted you here to have is a fast track to your wellness so that you can start making the right decision for your recovery, for your healing and recovery. So let's talk about your adrenal glands. Okay, quick tip or fast track tip number 3 that you can do is here. Okay, you would probably have a lot of stress right now in the glands, and you got a lot of negative feedbacks that's really not giving you a positive, okay, positive um, statue or positive countenance. You probably showing up and you're feeling like, why am I thinking, why am I showing up it as if everything is so negative, everything ain't working, and all of these things. Now take a look at this. Your adrenal glands becomes depleted by stress, as well as too much sugar and starchy foods. That's why sugar and starchy foods ain't really good, especially if you consume it in large portion. So, one of the way to strengthen your adrenal glands is to eliminate sweets and sugar from your diet. Eliminate sweets and sugar from your diet. Of course, taking deep breaths. Okay, so like 5 deep breaths and 5 times a day. So they tell you that it will help. Okay, so some people, some clients will say, set a timer, be intentional with your breathing exercise, or be intentional to breathe. Some of my clients will say, do I have an alarm to breathe? Look, intentional breathing, taking 5 deep breaths at the very least 5 times a day will truly help you. Okay, so remember, take some time to be intentional with your breathing. Just five deep breaths a day. Okay, 5 times. So that's 5 times 25 is 25, and that would help you. Okay, best to eliminate sugar and starchy food, but if you are still in the process of contemplating, can I do this? Okay, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose all my sweets. 5 deep breaths, 5 times a day ain't gonna be too hard. Okay, so set an alarm. So maybe you wanna try that. Now, number 4. Okay, get healthy, get better with your emotions. Okay, so this is where we work, especially if you are suffering or you've suffered from trauma and you're still there right now. Okay, so how do we get better? How do we improve our emotions? Okay, improve our emotions. Okay, people will tell you reprogram your emotions, and um Dr. Agarwal also said that reprogram your emotions. And unfortunately, when you talk about reprogramming, you all immediately you come into your mind hypnosis, NLP on this. What I'm sharing with you here, okay, is we can do it naturally. We can do it like still keeping our sanity by understanding what we can do, not just to manage our emotions, but really embracing our truth, understanding what has been, and how all of these things form part of who we are today. Now, what I would ask you, if you want to elevate, all right, your state of emotions, okay, this helped a lot of my clients, okay. There are things that you can, okay, take out from your list, and you will realize that your emotional state will immediately improve. Number one, okay, take time to take an inventory of what do you watch. What are the movies? What are the clips? What do you allow your mind to receive through your eyes? What do you see? Okay. What do you smell? What do you hear? What do you touch? Five senses. All of these things affects here, affects this. If you take an inventory, full inventory, you will realize that what you allowed to get into your body, to get into your mind, to get into your heart, okay, is actually affecting your emotions. There are movies, there are music, there are places that would cause you to feel nostalgic, to feel you eerie, to feel you like push you to grumble, to complain, versus places, things, music, movies, not to make you feel good, but for you to be in touch in reality, with reality, objectively, and with a sense of purpose of and meaning. You can look at your pain, you can look at your hurts, you can look at your offense. I would say not just on a positive view, because when you're hurt, when you're betrayed, when you're offended, it could probably not really the good time to say think positively. And if you do, you might probably not doing your mental task routine, not a very good job. Okay, what I'm looking at here is for you to be able to look at your pain, your hurts, your offenses, and all of these things through the lens of your faith, through the lens of faith, through the barometers of how you are advancing in your purpose and calling. Oftentimes, your purpose and calling would give you challenges, turmoil, you would say stressed. But if you look at it, there are such thing as birth pains. There are such thing as toiling. There is such thing as breaking grounds. There is such thing as building the foundation. There is such thing as preparation. And if you're not in understanding of that, all of these things that I mentioned, which is essential for you to move forward to what you want to do, what you are called to do, you will look at these things as purely challenges, hardship, problems, instead of looking at these things are all not comfortable, ain't comfortable, but this will build and will yield to something fruitful, and that fruits is the very dream, the very vision, the very calling that you have. Like imagine toiling the ground. Imagine doing the groundbreaking. Imagine putting up the foundation. Imagine carrying a baby, going through childbirth. Imagine all those things. those things are all painful. But the pain is just in a little while. In a little while. The pain ain't gonna change. Even if you go through the same over and over again. I've got 3 children. Each birth experience is painful. Each of the 9 months have their own share. I have my own share of challenges bearing my kids for 9 months. But the thing there is, if you look at it through the eyes of your faith, through the lens of faith, through the understanding that this season, this part is towards something that is really of great value, then you don't need to be hypnotized. You don't need to be manipulated to understand that the things that you're going through is not an opposite of success, but part of your success. And immediately you start getting the feeling that you are invigorated. Trauma, past strong emotions can give you problems of weight gain, insomnia. Okay, you would have all of these things, and left unresolved, left untouched, left unchecked, it can progress. Eventually, you have panic attacks, you go depressions, and all of these things. You go to the internet and you say, "I'm depressed. I have all of this." Look, if you are not clinically diagnosed yet, I truly encourage you not to name yourself after a disease. Because we've looked at people, we've worked with people. I personally work with people when their environment change, their habitat change, their life starts to change. Unless a doctor tells you that you are clinically diagnosed of this and this, I would say be safe and say, I am going through mental challenges. And you probably heard me talk about it oftentimes and say, I have my mental challenges. I have my fair share of mental challenges, but I'm not clinically diagnosed. But I know I do have. I do have. Okay. Um, I've been researching, I've been testing, I've been studying for years now. And I know I have medical conditions, I have conditions, but I do not declare that because I'm not clinically diagnosed. And all I'm gonna tell you is I have my fair share of mental challenges, many of which I'm getting better each day, each year, because I know how to make coaching works for me. Ain't easy, but truly coaching works. I'm down now with my fifth, and the fifth is truly um important. Okay, drum roll, drum roll for number five. The fifth is release family entanglements. Okay. So I shared with you five, and this is all okay, based on the clinical study of Dr. Agarwal. And but I'm putting in here my practice of these five things and how it helped with my clients. So the releasing of the family entanglements is very important. You could nourish your gut, your liver, your adrenal glands, your emotions. Like, you can do detoxification, you can do cleansing, you can do all of this sanitation thing. But if you don't look beyond your individual self, like yourself, if you don't go look beyond that, and you don't look into how entangled are you with the thing of your family, then you probably see and experience that these things recur over and over again. Family entanglements would cause repeated patterns in your life. It does not mean that you're not healing. It doesn't mean that healing is not available, it's not possible. It just means that therapy alone or diet alone will not resolve, will not help you in this pattern. Now, if you need help and if you feel that there are truly areas of your life that gives you this repeated patterns, sabotages your success, hinders you to move forward, like you're there and boom, you're no longer there. You're getting it, bang, forget it. It's over. Now, healing is holistic process, and these entanglements, while Dr. Agarwal speak of family entanglements, in my practice, it's not only family entanglements. It also speaks of your entanglements with your friends, with your business colleagues, with the people in your space. Oftentimes, when these entanglements are very strong and not cut, it will cost you repeated patterns of decisions, manner of thinking, responding, and all of these things. You keep changing your space, you keep changing your habitat. But if these entanglements are not dealt very well, it will just sabotage your progress. You might be healing, and the next thing you see, you're back to the same condition. Worse, you start seeing the condition reappearing in the closest niche, the closest people in your family, maybe your children, your spouse. So, what I'd like to ask you today is take a look at yourself. You want to fast track your healing? You want to fast track your wellness? You want to fast track your mind, body, boom, and you start feeling well. Look at the 5 things. Do you have concerns on your gut, your liver, your adrenal glands, your emotions, or do you have these entanglements, issues, or concerns? 5 things. And if you think that these 5 things is difficult for you to assess on your own, why not get in touch with us? Allow us to walk you through a process. Allow us to help you see where you could probably being sabotaged in terms of your health. Help is available, and we're here to help you. We're here to partner with you in your holistic health. So thank you for joining me today and supporting the advancement of mental fitness. Every Saturday, Coach Candy Teng goes live on her mental preparedness talk. But because now we are on ECQ, then you're going to be missing Coach Candy while we are on ECQ. But remember that you can get in touch with her. You can get in touch with us and a member of our team, and we're definitely going to be helping you out. If you are one organization and you're looking for mental health talks, wellness talks, or workshop that will right now give you some, not just motivation, but will give you a way to visualize the future with your company, with your office mates, with your team in a way that is progressive. Okay? That if you look at the future, even if it's not defined yet, your team can say, we can make it. Then get in touch with us. Life Coach Philippines have a lot of resources to share with you. We are my class on public speaking is about to go through culmination activity on August 10 and 8. So we've got there, we have 20 professional speakers who can do the work, who can help your organization. So just get in touch with us. Lastly, if you are interested to become a professional service provider, either as a life coach, a professional and certified co-actively co-create life coach certified practitioner or coaching entrepreneur, get in touch with us. And if you are one person who's interested to be a mental health coach like us, to give service in the area of mental health, wellness, and fitness, get in touch with us. We've been announcing that mental health certification and internship program will be available this August. And so if you are one person who's interested and you're saying yes, get in touch with Coach Rezzhel and say, I am reserving my slot so that we can give you the full details of how we're going to progress in this area of need globally, worldwide. There is so much increase in the need for mental health practitioner, for people who will support our psychiatrists, our psychologists, our therapists during this time of pandemic. It's been a beautiful Sunday. It's been a wonderful moment being with you today. And I invite you to join me back tomorrow, same time, 12 noon, here for Brewing Live. Tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about secrets of natural remedies, which definitely you can do with excitement, with joy, and with fun. So, Decaf Coffee Republic is located inside Pioneer Center compound. We are along Pioneer Road, corner Bixtons, United Streets, Capitolio, Pasig City. We are not accepting dine-in right now because of ECQ, but definitely you can get in touch with us for your food and beverage orders so we can bring healing to your home. Once again, this is Master Coach A. I am mentally fit to serve in behalf of Life Coach Philippines. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. I'll see you again tomorrow for Secrets of Natural Remedies. Bye-bye. Have a great Sunday, everyone.